Welcome to Same Spit, Different Face TV. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free. So don't forget to spit on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification. If you clicked on this video to hear about SAVANNAH CHRISLEY wanting Tory Lanez out of jail, I need you to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And to my spit squad, drop the word squad in the comments. Now, SAVANNAH CHRISLEY has basically went on the record and said she wants Tory Lanez case to be looked at again. And I think this is great for Tory Lanez. One of the reasons I think it's great is because she actually just got her parents' pardon. So she has a way to get in touch with Donald Trump and maybe even put pressure on the situation in order for some of his people to get some people in California to maybe lobby to look at this situation. But another important thing about this situation is that she is basically seen as a neutral party. Now, when we look at the lady Paulina, she's a rep down in Florida. And the problem with that is that she's a Republican. We have to remember that Megan Thee Stallion ended up showing up for a rally for Kamala Harris. So a lot of people would just say, oh, this woman just have a hard on for Megan Thee Stallion because Megan Thee Stallion teamed up with Kamala Harris to try to get her elected over Trump. So now when we have somebody else come into it who's already gotten somebody pardoned, who already has the president here, who doesn't have a horse in a race, so to speak, or I'll at least say she doesn't appear to have a horse in the race, we can look at this story much more differently, and we can look at it, and other people who may be skeptical about it, other people who may say, well, Amber Rose, she's a hip-hop girl, what do she really know about this case? She's just supporting one of her friends. Then people who look at Paulina and can say, well, this is just a political attack against Megan Thee Stallion. Well, then when you look at Chrisley, you don't have all of those things to say. You can't look at SAVANNAH and say, oh, she's been tied to Tory Lanez for all these years. You can't look at SAVANNAH and say, oh, she's been running with the Republican Party and she's been trying to get elected and she's in politics. So she doesn't have a horse in the race. As I said, it don't seem like she do. So I think this is actually great for Tory Lanez to have somebody who's basically on the outside of the situation. Even when we look at Tory lawyers who basically say it's a lot of inconsistencies in the case, they basically have a benefit because they're working the Innocence Project. So it's like, okay, if we can get somebody with a big profile and we can help them get out of jail, maybe we can get more donors, maybe we can get more eyes on our program. But when we look at SAVANNAH, she has nothing to seemingly gain, which I believe will help this start to get actual traction to where President Trump may actually speak on it. And once he speak on it, that means a lot more Republicans gonna see it, etc. And Tory could be out of jail within the next year. That's my personal prediction. Tory will be out of jail within the next year. If you're new to the channel and want more celebrity and hip-hop content, hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the subscribe button, you're a part of the Spit Squad. So hit the like button and post squad in the comments. And for any Tory Lanez videos you may have missed, go to the Tory Lanez playlist in the end screen. Check out my original Chicago hood movie in the end screen, No Time to Play Fair. If you into sneakers, you a sneakerhead, you love seeing the new Jordans, Pumas, whatever it may be, subscribe to Kicking It with Fairplay 2333. If you trying to follow me on my basketball journey, my weightlifting and fitness journey, and also be inspired to get back on your fitness journey, subscribe to Fairplay, Flex, and Fadeaway. Also, any of these pages I just named, you can also find them on TikTok or Instagram.